What is up, everyone? Please take a second and hit that like button. The more likes that we get in a short period of time, the more people the algorithm will bring into the chat to come hang out with us and see what's going on. So please hit that like button. Let me know how you're doing, and happy freedom. What is up, everyone? What's up, Hoax? What's up, T. Lawton? What's up, St. Louis? What's up, Days End? What's up, Adrian? What's up, Jamie and Deborah? What's up, Robert? What's up, Cheeky Chops? What's up, Damon Walker? What's up, Jib? What's up, Toy Mafia? What's up, Matthew? What's up, Sam? What's up, Red? Appreciate you guys being here. Let me read through the chat really quick. We'll get this started. Happy Freedom Snugs. What's up, JB? Appreciate you guys being on the Jeff Mac Live YouTube channel. Make sure you guys are all racking up those likes so we can boost the live before we get started here. Thank you so much, Tom, for continuing the subscription on Twitch for 3 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you. Happy freedom. The Odyssey wasn't working for a second there. What's up, everyone on Odyssey? What's up, Serum? What's up, Patriot 1080? What's up, Dank? Appreciate you guys being here on Rumble. Happy Freedom Anthony. Happy Freedom Dinah Sparks. What's up, everyone on Facebook? All right, hooligans, let's get her started. So today, there's no White House press briefing, no Karine. I assume that's because old man Walter is in Mexico. We're going to be covering old man Walter having a meeting with the president of Mexico that took place about 9 p.m. Eastern time last night. Then we're going to show House Democrats responding to old man Walter's classified documents being found. Waiting for that to become a community guideline here on YouTube. That happened about an hour ago. Then old man Walter, then we'll be showing a video of old man Walter talking with Canada's Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau. And that video is about 5 minutes long. It took place a little less than an hour ago. And then later on today, about 4:45, we're going to be showing old man Walter, the president of Mexico, Canada's Prime Minister, all delivering remarks to us live. So we'll be showing that. Again, that's 4:45 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be covering all that stuff. So I'm going to read through the chat really quick, and then we'll get started with old man Walter participating in a bilateral meeting with the president of Mexico. What's up, Floyd? What's up, Miss Jamie? What's up, Cyron? I know this is like my favorite shirt. It's a bold statement, but then you got the Hooligan badge on the sleeve. It's like my favorite shirt. You can get this shirt on the Jeff Mac Music website. It's not on the new website yet. Have you guys gone and explored the new website? Not tried to break in, so I got to come do something to you, but went and checked it out. It's at the top of the chat there on YouTube, jeffmaclive.com. It's going to be the new link tree. What's up, John Costello? Just reading through the chat really quick before we get started here. What's up, Bob? Thanks for being here. What's up, Annette? Happy freedom. I always see you posting on, I think it's True Social. I always see your name come across my notifications. I appreciate all the support. Thank you. Sam, old man Walter has documents too. Yeah, I don't think anything's gonna come of that, but who knows? I don't know the specifics on it. I just know that we just kind of seen the same thing happen with the MAGA King. And I know they made a big deal about it, and they didn't for Old Man Walter, and I think that's why most people are kind of upset. It's like the same situation kind of happening, or at least that's what it looks like from the outside. And MAGA King was raided and was all over the news and a big deal, and then Old Man Walter's on vacation in Mexico. So I don't know. It's not the same. Happy Freedom Rasta. Alright, hooligans. So we're going to get started in this video. This video is 12 and a half minutes long. It seems oddly formal, which is weird because we're always watching, the White House and stuff, and they're so formal. But apparently they get down in Mexico. It's a very nice room they're in. I bet Old Man Walter feels way out of place. So let's get this started. Shanti, a double standard. Thank you. I was unable to find the phrase I was looking for.
Estimado Presidente Biden, amigas.
Okay, hold on. I think I got a little disclaimer here. I forgot to read. Yeah, the disclaimer is that it sounds like it's being translated by lettuce fingers. All right, let's proceed.
Amigos,
friends, ladies and gentlemen, friends, all.
Thank you so much, Annette, for continuing the membership program for 10 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you.
We're so happy
tener esta reunión
to have this meeting,
bilateral,
this bilateral meeting
estar con ustedes,
with you, to be here with you today. And
tienen una
it has
vinculación con nosotros,
a close link with us,
más allá
more over and beyond
lo estratégico,
the strategic part of this, even our big neighbors. This is a relationship which is fraternal relationship.
St. Louis salad fingers, you're right. It's not lettuce fingers, salad fingers. You hear what I'm hearing. That's all I know is you hear what I'm hearing.
Certain that you are a humanistic president, a visionary president, and that there are conditions that couldn't really be better to initiate a new policy of integration, of economic, social integration, Mr. President, in our continent. USMCA, Mexico, the United States, and Canada, it has shown to be a valuable instrument to consolidate our productive processes, taking advantage of the great potential that the domestic market represents in our region. Nonetheless, in our ports of the Pacific,
I'm going to play a little bit of salad fingers here in a second. We're going to compare it.
Ships full of merchandise are arriving, and this is something that's growing, and they're coming from Asia. And the question we're asking here is the following. We couldn't produce, and couldn't we produce in America what we consume? That's what we're asking. Of course we could. This is a matter of definition and planning as well, together, planning together, future development planning. Being united, partnering in America amounts to consolidate.
Thank you so much, Alan, for the $2 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Biden's wife ordered tacos. She serves taco.
We have so many advantages for that. Among them, for instance, we have young labor force, creative labor force as well, with technological development and also with great wealth of natural resources. Distances between our countries, among our countries, allow us to save in terms of transportation, and we also have enough demand in our marketplaces.
Thank you so much, F Body Bill, for continuing the membership program for 10 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you.
$100 anuales.
$1,100
Que el de Asia es de 4,000.
a year. In Asia, it's $4,400 in Asia.
No obstante,
nonetheless,
la integración productiva que proponemos
productive integration we're now proposing
contar con el
should also
respaldo
have the
de
backing, the
inversión
support
pública y
of
privada
public-private investment
para el bienestar
for the well-being
de todos los
of
pueblos de
all the
América,
peoples of America,
sin excluir
without excluding
a nadie.
anyone.
Damon Walker, the Dusty Taco.
De 1961,
1961,
Hoax.
President John F. Kennedy
You hooligans crack me up.
and informed through the White House, and he was there talking to ambassadors of Latin America and the Caribbean, the plan known as Alliance for Progress. At that time, the United States invested in 10 years' time $10 billion. At today's prices, that would be $82 billion for the benefit of the peoples of Latin America and the Caribbean. Nonetheless, this has been the only important thing, really, that has been done in terms of cooperation for development in our continent in more than half a century. Therefore, I hold that this is the moment for us to determine, to do away with this abandonment, this disdain, and this forgetfulness for Latin America and the Caribbean, which is opposed to the policy of good neighborhood, of the Titan.
How do you say in Spanish?
And liberty. FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And starting with you, because there would be no other leader that could implement this enterprise, beginning with you, to start a new stage with you, Mr. President.
I like rusty spoons.
Of respect and mutual aid and help and assistance. President Biden.
Happy freedom, no mandates.
And to substantially improve the relationship among all the countries of the American continent. I know this is a complex
That salad finger's about got me, about broke me right here on the live.
of the fact that its implementation implies
We might have to rip that soundbite.
but I also believe that there's no better path to guarantee the prosperous, well-being, peaceful, and fair and just well-being and future of our peoples, our fellow men, our fellow women, our compatriots, and also all the peoples of the continent and the future generations as well. So my proposal, President Biden, it's an integral proposal. It implies consolidating ourselves as an economic region in the world, strengthening our fraternal relationship in the American continent, respecting our differences, our sovereignties, and so that no one is left behind. And so that all of us together, we can start seeking the beautiful utopia of freedom, of liberty, equality, and true democracy. There's many of us. There are many of us who haven't stopped dreaming in this fair, fraternal, just integration among all the peoples and countries of our continent. Because, as Simon Bolivar said, the liberator, if the sky grants us the desire of the United America. This continent could be called, this United America could be called the Queen of Nations and the Mother of the Republics.
What are we talking about?
Welcome, welcome. This is your home. Make yourself at home. This is your home, President Biden. You are our friend. And the U.S. people are also our friends. We are neighbor countries and we are sister countries and peoples. Thank you.
They should have had someone else narrate that. Well, old man Walter, your turn. They had to turn his mic on. Poor little baby don't know how to use it.
Again on the 10th North American Leaders Summit in Mexico City. Last month, we celebrated 200 years of bilateral relations with Mexico. And looking back on our shared history, it's clear that the stronger and safer we both are is when we stand together, we work together. Mexico is a true partner, and when we work together in common values and mutual respect, nothing much is beyond our reach. So today, we're going to discuss how we can further deepen that relationship, not only in Mexico, but the Western Hemisphere. This includes strengthening our supply chains to make the hemisphere even more competitive. We're also going to discuss our shared security, including our joint action to address the plague of fentanyl, which has killed 100,000 Americans so far, and how we can tackle irregular migration, which I think we're well on our way to doing. Above all, we both committed to pursuing a better future, one grounded on peace and prosperity for all of our people. So, Mr. President, this afternoon and the years ahead, I look forward to building that better future. And I might add, just in the last 15 years, we've spent billions of dollars in the hemisphere, tens of billions of dollars in the hemisphere. And what we have to do is what you've done, and I compliment you on it. We have to continue to support and build democratic institutions in the hemisphere. One of the things I was able to do at the G7 is get the G7 to agree that we would have a multi-billion-dollar project for infrastructure for the Western Hemisphere, for Latin America, and for Africa, both. So there's much we can do, much we have to talk about, and I'm looking forward to being able to do it because I'm confident. I'm confident we can get it done. I'm confident we're at one of those moments.
There's a guy right here on the right side of the screen yawning and holding his face in shame.
Fundamental change.
It's the body language of shame.
World War II, post-Cold War era. We're in a totally different place now. Totally different place. We're at one of those inflection points where what we do in the next several years is going to determine what the world looks like for the next 2, 3, 4 decades. And that's where we have an opportunity.
They didn't tell the president of Mexico, you got to hand old man Walter the mic because he doesn't speak into it if you don't.
You know, the United States provides more foreign aid than every other country just about combined in the world to not just the hemisphere but around the world. Unfortunately, our responsibility.
Those lights in there are not forehead friendly. Thank you so much to Real Zooch for the $5 donation on YouTube. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Africa is in Southeast West Asia. And so it's not, I wish we could just have one focus, only one focus. We have multiple foci, and so that's what we have to work on. And I'm confident we can do a great deal more in tandem with one another. So thank you for having us, and I look forward to our discussion.
The guy next to old man Walter looked like he wanted to kiss him. You two can't even get mad. I said him, kiss him, okay? You guys love me. Boost my life. What are you talking about? All right, hold on, hooligans. Well, that was old man Walter last night about 9 p.m. Eastern time. Meeting with the president of Mexico and everybody else that is totally self-absorbed. Let's see. Be happy forehead. I see many 5 heads. I know there was people that had the crown of their head shining in that kind of lighting in that room. It's a really nice room. As I was telling you, it's a little bit more sophisticated than old man Walter is used to. Everyone kissing up to him. I don't know, he seemed a little uncomfortable. Turn my TV down to a dull roar. Next, we're going to be showing the House Democrats responding to the classified documents being found at Biden's think tank, which I don't know what that means. I've seen that phrase tossed around a few times. I don't know what that means or if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube. I guess I will find out. But that's what we're going to show. I don't think anything's going to happen of this. I don't know enough about it, I guess. But considering they didn't do anything to Trump and they never do anything to old man Walter, I'm assuming nothing's going to happen to old man Walter when it comes to this. But again, I don't know the specifics on it. Let me see. The video is about an hour long. We're not going to watch the whole deal of Democrats crying and telling us how scared they are and stuff. We're not going to watch all of that. We're going to watch the beginning. We're going to hear the summary of their spiel. And then we're going to listen to the blue-haired woman speak because I am interested to hear the thoughts that roam around in the skull of that person just based on their appearance. I am intrigued and would like to hear some squawking from that person. So we are going to watch a little bit of that. Actually, I got to change the source. While I'm doing that, I'm going to ask you guys to drop some ones in the chat if you're ready to get this video started. While I'm getting this tuned up for a moment here. Come on now, what is this, Fox?
I like to touch them.
That salad figures kills me. It's totally what the narrator sounded like in my ears. I don't know about you hooligans, but that's what it sounded like to me. Alright, I'm seeing them ones in the chat. Let's get her started. Like I said, we're not going to cover the whole hour in 1 minute and 20 seconds. We're just going to skim through it here.
Our ranking members and our distinguished vice chair at this press conference. House Democrats are ready. In the 118th Congress, we stand united behind Hakeem Jeffries, whose leadership is astounding, bold, courageous, decisive. You get the point. The chaos and crisis on the other side of the aisle has not stopped House Republicans. After caving to demands from extremists in their conference, Speaker McCarthy has a secret 3-page list of promises that will prevent his caucus that he had to put in place to prevent his caucus.
They're going to stick it where?
Package. Rather than trying to find common ground, House Republicans have chosen a path of division and default. We've not seen a single concrete proposal from Republican leadership that will lower costs for everyday Americans. Instead, they've ratcheted up their attacks on women's reproductive rights, against voting rights legislation, and against codifying Roe v. Wade. When they're ready to get serious about the most pressing issues of facing this country, House Democrats stand ready to work with them to deliver. Until then, we're going to continue to call out their extremism each and every step of the way. Our Vice Chair, Ted Lieu.
Thank you, Chairman Aguilar, and good morning. Last week, the American people saw a clear contrast between a unified Democratic caucus working on behalf of the American people and the chaos, confusion, crisis of the Republican caucus who've been captured by MAGA extremists. And this contrast continues this week. So while Democrats are putting people over politics and working to lower costs and get better paying jobs and safer communities, what is the very first thing Republicans do? The very first bill they pass it guts the Office of Government Ethics. Essentially, when you read what they say, you cannot hire any staff after 30 days for that important office, which means if any staff has to leave, relocate, resign, for whatever reason, leave the office, they cannot be replaced. So over time, this office could shrink to nothing. And why do Republicans want to do that? Well, they want to stop investigations into themselves. And we see that again with what's going to be voted on today, which is their committee to obstruct justice. They're going to create a committee to meddle into ongoing law enforcement investigations. Some of these investigations are investigating Republican members of Congress, as well as the former failed president. So that is what the American people are seeing, and that contrast will continue to play out week after week after week. And now it's my honor to introduce our terrific ranking member of Appropriations, Rosa DeLauro.
Thank you very much.
That guy can speak Chinese. You could tell because they don't say R or L. It's one word. It's
Aguilar,
like in Korean, because Koreans used to speak Chinese.
press conference this morning.
So this is the one I've been waiting for.
Colleagues, Chairman Neal. And
What's his name? Write his name in the chat.
as my colleagues have mentioned, the Republicans' chaotic process to elect a Speaker of the House, it's unprecedented, and it's also dangerous. Republicans are making side agreements, handshake deals that not only contradict their calls for transparency, but also attempt to short-circuit the 2024 government funding process.
Look, she's got the Infinity Stones attached to her gauntlet.
It even gets started. Appropriations bills are must-pass bills. They require bipartisan, bicameral agreement, like the House Democratic majority secured when we passed the agreement
Nick, I don't think it's Skrillex.
funding the omnibus bill in December. It appears, quite honestly, that Republicans, they don't understand.
She took the blanket off the couch and wrapped it around her and came in like she was making a fashion statement.
Already promised to cap spending at the
Smells like cats, looks like dog hair. Rough stuff.
votes. Let me just take a second to tell you about
Happy Freedom Status Quo. Thanks for being here.
that. Obviously, we do not have the exact cuts that the Speaker traded for votes because the deal was
She's got them old leather coats you can get at the gas stations with the knockoff Jordan symbols.
23.
It smells like a rubber suit. She's squeaking like a rubber ducky.
Defense and non-defense. That's at least a $130 billion cut to all discretionary spending. That's about an 8%.
Day's End, it looks like Cruella de Vil's evil sister.
It is at about a 17% cut. And while there are some House Republicans saying that they will not cut national security, they would then leave veterans in the lurch. Taking the veterans programs back to 2022 would shortchange VA medical care by at least 30.
I'm kind of surprised she don't have gold teeth.
That's a 32% below what we just
She
enacted.
kind of looks like Flavor Flav up there.
Potential increases the department will identify on their upcoming budget requests. So they're going to slash what are critical investments. And as I said, it's defense, national security,
She kind of has Nancy Pelosi vibes.
and a combat capability. And again, I make reference to service members and their families. The funds that they rely on, this is cuts to VA medical care, mental health services, the homeless assistance programs that ensure that we reach unhoused veterans. They will be making serious cuts to law enforcement. These spending cuts harm families, communities throughout the U.S. that are already struggling with inflation.
Her name is Rosie. I've never seen this person before in my life.
Just a soundbite to say that people are living in this country today paycheck to paycheck. It is a reality. So the funding for high poverty schools, post-secondary education, early learning programs hang in the balance. Access to childcare, training programs are at risk. We will cut the benefits for small businesses. But I guess my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, they consider that all of these services are unimportant, not to be taken into consideration because
Someone needs to come pull their aunt off stage.
are statements of values. And it tells you precisely where their values are or are not. In our bills, we provided 43.5 million people the SNAP benefits they need. This past year alone, our bills created over 21,500 affordable housing units. Progress made to help those in most need put food on their table, roof over their heads. All of that is jeopardized. Republicans have created an institution that governs in the shadows at the expense of hardworking families and a speaker who traded funding that helps communities, that protects our national security for personal gain. I hope this troubling, this dangerous trend is reversed soon, and that transparency is restored to the government funding process. And with that, let me introduce to you the chair of the Ways and Means Committee, Congressman Richard Neal.
Thanks, Rosa. Thanks to the leadership team here for having us get out front on some of the issues that we're going to confront in the course of the next few months. So even for those of you who had a chance to...
I couldn't figure out who she looked like, and then I figured it out. She looks like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. I figured it out. All right, hooligans, we're going to move on. Dinger, is this Avatar? This is the new Avatar. All right. All right. Next, we're going to be showing Old Man Walter meeting with Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. The video is just under 6 minutes long. The audio starts off terrible. So I'm going to make sure to drop the volume down. I had to raise it up because they were mumbling in the microphone while they were crying about Old Man Walter's documents and how it's not a big deal. Let's see. Yes. Let me read through the chat really quick. Be happy. Thanks for that. I'll never get that image out of my head. If I have to see it, you have to see it too. That's what I mean. When I say we're in this together and everyone feels comforted, I mean, no, I'm causing mental damage and I'm spreading it to you guys too. We're all in this together. When I say we're sitting here eating mud together and we just need to realize it so we can unite, that's the mud we're chewing on. Thank you so much, Music Maker, for continuing the membership program for 16 months. You're officially a hooligan. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right, drop some ones in the chat if you're ready to get this started. Like I said, it's only 6 minutes long. It starts off loud and distorted. It does get resolved. We'll see if Trudeau tucks it in or not. Any gaffes from Old Man Walter? Tim, I don't know who that woman is. As far as I know, it has something to do with North Carolina or Connecticut or something like that. And her name is Rosie. That's all I know at this time. She looks crazy, though. Like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove. Sam, I can't wait to hear Peter ask KJP about them documents. I can't wait either. If she keeps waiting, they're going to have a whole list of questions. Hopefully she'll be live tomorrow so we can laugh at her. Ken, nothing to tuck. Yeah, there's not a lot of people impressed with Trudeau. Not on this side or that side of the fence, especially when we were covering the convoy about this time last year. Maybe it was February. A lot of people not thrilled about Trudeau, especially because he had caught the plague and he was at the house and all that stuff. Gave his little speech. All right, I'm seeing some ones. Let's get her started.
The American press is tired of hearing me say this, but I'm optimistic. I'm optimistic in the can. And it's going to be hard, but there's a lot we can do together. And the fact is, we've been
They'll get it worked out. Just give it a second. I know it's terrible. I know.
With the President of Mexico. But I think what we should be doing, and we are doing, is demonstrating the unlimited economic potential that we have when we work together and in the hemisphere, and to help the entire hemisphere. There's a lot we're going to be talking about, including clean energy. We should be the clean energy powerhouse of the world. That's not hyperbole. I genuinely mean that. And we're also in a situation where we're in the process at home, and you are as well. We've talked about it, strengthening our supply chains so that no one can arbitrarily hold us up, or a pandemic in Asia cause us to not have access to critical elements that we need to do everything from build automobiles to so many other things.
He looks like a baby when they wake up from a nap and they just open their eyes for the first time and they're not sure what they're looking at.
Discuss how we can try to help stabilize Haiti, how we can deal with
What's up, Molly? Thanks for being here.
at the same time bolster our national security. So I want to thank you again. You've always been there whenever I've called. You picked up the phone. Obviously, it's the same here. I don't think we have, as I told one foreign leader who was with a different perspective than
Look at Trudeau, giving him that look.
I said to him, I said, well, I'm
Got that twinkle in his eye.
from the north and Mexico to the south, and two oceans on either side. You've got it, and I described it. Come on, man. And he just looked at me like, but it's true. We got to make the most of it. And so thank you for everything.
Thank you, Joe. It's so good to be able to spend a little time with you here on some more local issues. You and I have been working so closely on significant global issues, whether it's the pressures of China and Russia's illegal invasion of Ukraine, and the need to continue to stand up strong for democracy.
On Rumble, they're saying Old Man Walter's tie looks like a Hot Wheels track.
And inclusive economic growth around the world. But as you say, there are tremendous things that we can build on here at home. North America is the largest free trading bloc in the world, larger even than the European Union. We have a tremendous amount to contribute to the world in goods and services, but also in technologies and solutions that the world really needs. And our capacity to work together has brought us to places of extraordinary success, but at a time of disruption around the world, a time of very real challenges, we can and must be doing even more. So I'm really pleased with all the work that our folks have been doing over the past many months and years on
Look at that face. He could smell himself. He had to start breathing through his mouth.
on the net zero transition we all have to do, while at the same time ensuring that individual Canadians and
He's trying to remember what he ate.
Mexicans and others around the world
He had to lick his lips to remember.
in the future in an optimistic way, and understand that yes, we're at a time of challenges and strife, but you're right, there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic, especially for those of us in our countries. But it's going to take a lot of work, something that neither you nor I nor most of our
I understand that his speech is delicate because he speaks French, but the flipping of the hands and the lisp ain't really helping his cause here.
whether it's
He's a little flamboyant.
South America, whether we talk about critical minerals and energy and how we're going to continue to move forward to create those efficient and resilient supply and value chains that we need, there's a lot that we're going to be able to do together. C'est un énorme plaisir de pouvoir m'asseoir encore une fois avec le président Biden pour parler des défis auxquels on fait face, mais surtout des façons que nous avons en tant qu'amis et pays de travailler ensemble pour livrer pour nos citoyens et pour le monde, que ce soit au niveau de l'environnement, que ce soit au niveau des technologies, que ce soit au niveau de la croissance économique pour tous.
Jeb, he's a fancy boy. I'm surprised he didn't announce his socks match his unders. He's got them all out on display there.
I think to myself, I should have spent more time when I was in college. I took French for years, but
If I was president and I had to wear those high water pants, every day I'd be showing off bars and stars on my socks. Styling.
Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thanks, Press. All right, guys, we're heading out. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. Let's head out.
Look at old man Walter.
Thanks, guys.
Your audio on top. Thank you. Are you moving this way?
Let's go. Thanks, guys.
Got it.
You got it?
What are they doing? Shoving the camera people out? They're like, get out of here or else. Look how fake it all is. So fake. Everything is so fake. Okay, Guardian, sock check. I'm saying if I was the president, I would have the flag on my stuff every day if I had to wear those high water pants. Got the bottom of my shins and top of my ankles hanging out there. Oh no, we're representing them, especially if we're leaving the country. Oh no, we're coming to your country with bars and stars.
Device?
That's how I'd get down. That's probably why I'll never get voted in. I'd be just repping the brand too hard. I'm like that. You guys know I'm like that. All day. All right, moving forward. Let my eyeballs adjust. So that's it for Old Man Walter. Those links were provided to me by the great Snooks. These guys are helping me out, so I don't have to go find all this stuff on my own, which I really appreciate. Edward sent me this next link. So we're going to be talking about the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission, which I've never heard of before. They're considering a ban on gas stoves. Your gas stoves are racist. You get them out of your house, or else you're running a plantation or something. I don't know exactly how it goes, but we're going to look into it. I will be providing you the links so you can read along with me. All the links from all the stuff we covered today, of course, will be in the description. I'm trying to work that out on the alternative platforms. They're a little sensitive about me going back and editing lives, but at least on YouTube, it will be in the description. If you guys want to go check these sources and whatnot, check my receipts. Alright, this link I'm posting in the chat will take you to this article on the screen. Serum, they banned ARs in Illinois last night. Did they really? If you can find a link for that, send it to me on Gilded Serum so I can check that out. Alright, Hooligans. Spicy Peach. No you, Jeff. I don't know what that's in response to. Hopefully something good. I don't know what that's in response to. There's like a 40-second delay between me talking and you guys responding, and my brain's going a million miles a minute, so I don't always connect the two dots here. Oh, I see what you're saying, Spicy Peach. No worries. I connected the dots. Did it all on my own. There I go, sticking my nose in other people's conversations, dropping those E's. Eavesdropping. All right, let's move forward to the article here.
Come on, man.
All right. Actually, I gotta fix the audio. Just a moment. All right, sounded all weird on my end. So, U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission is considering a ban on gas stoves, sourcing research that links the gas stoves to a plethora of health problems, including children's asthma. On top of the possible ban, the agency wants to set industry-wide standards on stove emissions. 1 out of 8 childhood asthma cases is caused by exposure to gas stoves. Gas stoves have made their way into our homes over years of propaganda where we're being solicited with advertisements showing gas stoves as classy and sophisticated. So that's how these pesky gas stoves just snuck their way into our houses over the years. We didn't know. We're victims of advertisement. Now, I don't know the truth behind all of this stuff. I don't know if they're good or bad or not. I have an electric stove. I've never had a gas stove. I don't know a whole lot about it. That's why I provide you guys with the articles so you can deep dive and go down those rabbit holes on your own. But I think, I don't know, the article sounds a little sensitive to me. What's up, Kimberly? Sounds a little sensitive to me. Scared of those gas stoves. Well, they want to take away the cars. Now they're taking away our stoves. Next they'll be after the furnace. Then what are we going to do? They are corralling us. They are totally corralling us. Between the online censorship, because when you go online, you forfeit your constitutional rights, which is why they can have community guidelines control everything we do. But then they're going to make society full of AIs. We'll be taken care of by AI. We'll be placing our order, talking to AI doctors, having AI lawyers that will also control us through community guidelines. We won't have gas. We won't have cars. We won't have control of nothing. You make the government mad, they just turned your stove off. They just turned your furnace off. Guess who can't drive to work today? They're going to control us. They're going to control us. This stuff is so stupid. They're going to actually try and ban gas stoves. All right. Seeing a lot of this stuff, you have to look into patents and stuff too. They did something like this with air conditioners back in the day. The people who make air conditioners had a patent on like the antifreeze or whatever that was in them. And the patent was going to expire. And other people were going to be able to recreate this item, and they didn't want that. And so they recreated antifreeze, then did a huge campaign that antifreeze was harmful and banned it, and then made their recreated antifreeze the solution to the problem of antifreeze being toxic. And then they were able to renew the patent with the new stuff, kick out more air conditioners, and reinvented the wheel. And a lot of people didn't realize that because they don't understand how patents work. They don't understand how copyright works. They don't understand the long game. Playing a game for 60, 70, 100 years like Congress does. It's the long con. And when you see stuff like this, it is control. I've been realizing this the last couple days, that we don't need to pay attention so much to all the problems they bring up. We need to pay attention to the solutions to the problems they bring up, because we're not all affected by these problems. Like phone phobia we talked about the other day. We're not all afraid to talk on the phone. Well, what if they come up with a solution for it? A lot of times, 9 out of 10, me, you, and everybody else, we have to participate in the solution to a problem that we don't have, but we all have to participate to the solution, kind of like whether or not you're a toaster, your man, woman, third party, stuff like that. Not our problem, but we have to participate in the solution. And that's how all this stuff is. So when we see claims like this that don't make sense, or the push for everyone to get electric car and ban gas vehicles, stuff like that, these are solutions that are going to affect all of us. The problems don't. The solutions do. And that's what we need to watch. When the people above us are coming up with all these answers to all these problems, those answers affect all of us. And we need to keep a closer eye on that, because it's kind of like, you know, they're waving their hand here, so you're looking over here, and then they just blindside you from the other side because you're distracted by the problem. You don't realize you're being hit by that solution. I'm seeing it happen. They're corralling us in. They're backing us into a corner. Watching it happen every day. That's why we gotta stand united. Pass the info along. All right, hooligans. Well, that's that. That is all I had today. That was all I came across. But at 4:45, as of right now, because the White House is always changing their stuff. As of right now, the White House says at 4:45, we will be hearing from Trudeau, Old Man Walter, and the President of Mexico all at once. I don't know what they're going to tell us. They made finger paintings or something, and they're having a great time in Mexico. I don't know. But we'll be hearing from them at 4:45, and then that's going to be it for today. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at 1 o'clock for another Coffee with Hooligans. So I'm going to do my spiel here on the link tree, which will probably be the last time because now we're sharing the jeffmaclive.com links, which is my own kind of link tree thing that I'm doing. But we're going to do this, and then we're going to do the Pledge of Allegiance. So please find the Linktree link in the description. On the Linktree list, you can find the link to join Gilded. Gilded is free. It's the best way to receive notifications every single time we go live, no matter where we go live. You'll also receive notifications if we come across important updates or events or things like that going on. There's a news board on Gilded to keep you up to date with everything going on. There's a ton of hooligans in there to hang out with all day, every day. So that's Gilded. Also on the Linktree list, you can find the merch store link if you would like to grab some merch. We have shirts, hoodies, and stickers. Everything is displayed in black or white and black, but it comes in many colors. So if you find something you like, click on it. You'll see all the colors it comes in. You can find the links to send donations if you would like to support what I do. And we also have an Amazon wish list. If you would like to purchase stuff off the wish list, it will be sent to me automatically. You don't have to come retrieve information or anything like that. It's really simple. And also there is links to all the membership programs. We have a membership program for every platform, everything you can watch live, any of the communities and stuff like that, except for Facebook. Facebook is the only one that doesn't have subscriptions or anything because they won't give me anything because they don't think I deserve to be monetized for whatever reason. But that's what's there. So if you check out the link tree, you can find all of that great stuff. You beautiful hooligans, let's get ready for the pledge. You have a good day too, Annette. Appreciate you being here. All right, hooligans, please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Heck yeah. If you don't do anything in a day, make sure you at least pledge that allegiance. Make your commitment to your country. It's awesome. Awesome. You don't see those commies doing that. That's why we say happy freedom. You see it in their face. If they don't say it right back, that's commie material. You don't need to be talking to them anyways. I appreciate you hooligans keeping it going. I have been uploading the audio from these Coffee with Hooligan lives, talk shows, podcasts, whatever we're calling them, onto my podcast link. So if you go to the link tree or you go to jeffmaclive.com, you will see an Anchor icon or maybe a Spotify icon. There's 7 or 8 different podcast platforms that this audio is now being uploaded to. So anybody that likes to listen to podcasts or subscribe on Spotify or whatever, listen to it while you're driving and whatnot, we have that. So if you would like to subscribe to that or whatever, you guys do, because I don't listen to podcasts, so I don't know how it works. But if you do, it's on the link tree. You can check it out. Yes, you guys are awesome. This is the 34th Coffee with Hooligans, I think, that we've done. And I realized that last night, and I took a shot because that's awesome. You guys are amazing, and I appreciate you sticking with me through all the stuff, from the riots to Kyle to the trials to the White House to a cup of coffee with some hooligans. You guys are amazing. Big shout out to everyone that made donations, join the membership program, or purchase any merch. I appreciate all of you, and I would not be able to do this without you. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you on the next live, 4:45 later today for Old Man Walter. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.